Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Coding Minds web conference. The hosts for tonight are Angel and I. So tonight's presenter is Andy Jia, and tonight is basically an update about his program. So in April this year, Andy, a, eight, a year eighth grade student from Coding Minds, released his own tower defense game at the innovation workshop of Coding Minds. The game had many positive feedback. After the meeting, the audience hoped that Andy could share his experience of game development and to inspire more game developers. As Andy has upgraded this game and republished it, he will also hold a meeting sharing his experience on Friday, June 25th, which is tonight, to share his learning and development experience with students. Andy will be releasing his work tonight at the Programming Thinking Innovation Workshop. So whenever you're ready, Andy, you may share your screen and begin.
All right, guys, welcome to the game show. I am Andy. I am in 8th grade and I'm from Vista Verde, but I can't graduate, so I'm going to uni high. All right, this game is made by me and also a friend of mine who just joined me in this because they're really good at art and stuff. And then they actually helped me design this new logo. It actually didn't look like this before. All right, let's get straight into it. Section 1. Overall ideas, and then a demo. So if you have already seen this game or came to view my previous game show, you can feel free to do something else until I'm done. But if you want to listen, you may. I do have some updates I have to make, and they're pretty important too. So if you're new, stick around. Okay, here's a brief summary. Basically, this is a simple endless tower defense game with mechanics inspired by lots of other tower defense games. It is available on itch.io and Steam. This took me 3 years to make, aka the first version, mainly because my first 2.75 years, I had like no idea what I'm doing, and then until I joined Coding Minds, that's when Dr. Sun told me I should just release this on Steam and perfection it. So yeah, I actually had to go now. Something very important, this game is being reworked from scratch, not like scratch.mit.education, not the website, like scratch. I am turning this game from 3-dimensional to 2-dimensional because it already looks 2D enough. And then 2D is always easier to work with than 3D because you only have to work with like two rotations, like yeah. 2D stuff is always easier. So my friends also artists, they can help me with UI and art. After revamp, this game will be more spectacular because I have lots of new stuff planned in mind and like lots of new mechanics and stuff like that. I estimate that this revamp will be completed by sometime this August or September, but I cannot make any promises because I have no idea if I have no idea how long everything's gonna take. But yeah, that's an average rough estimation. Time for a quick demo. Let me share a new screen. All right, this is what you should be familiar with if you bought the game already. So if I play this game, this is the editor version, so it's not to look at this in the final game if you haven't bought this already. Okay, basically this is all. Oh yeah, I forgot to change it a little bit, but like basically, you have this menu. This used to be a basically this right here used to be a splash text, but I had to change it because I need to like inform everybody about my Eagle project, which I'll talk about later. It's actually very important. So you have quick game, my YouTube, my Discord server, where I'll also talk about later. And you have game info, which only has like one functional button, which tells you a general information about this game. It's kind of like outdated, something like that. But credits. We have a bunch of people help. I asked some people help me with this, and then they'll have Discord. You guys can help me with this too if you want. Just contact me through Discord or something. All right, let me play this game. When you play, you have two options. You can either start from new or play from previous state. This is an update, like a major update. But for whatever reason, people said that saving the game will not work. And I do not know why, but I am going to update that for the revamp version. So I'm gonna go ahead and start a new game. We start a new game, you start with 200 in-game dollars. And then you have all these towers you can choose from right here. Generally, you will want to start the standard tower first because it has some good range and it deals pretty high damage. So I'm gonna place one down, and then I have no more money. I'm gonna start a new wave right now, right here. Sometimes the towers miss. Sometimes the turrets miss. Okay, sometimes they miss, sometimes they don't. That is a bug, but I kind of want to make that intentional because turrets in this game are kind of overpowered. I don't really like it. So a missing feature is pretty nice. For a money system, you gain money passively. So you don't have to kill enemies to get money. You gain money passively. So you see this stunk spun right here, which is obviously from a meme. If you don't know this meme, something's wrong with you. Because this is everywhere. Anyway, so on level 1, you have a really slow income and you have a $200 cap, which is not very good because some stuff in here costs like this much. This is the most expensive turret in this game, by the way. So what you can do is you can upgrade this, and then as you upgrade, you're gonna get more money passively, and your entire I'll say bank or something, it's gonna improve. I mean, it's gonna get larger. If you played the Battle Cats before, you might be very familiar with this, right? Because I did get inspiration from that game. So I'm gonna start a new wave here. And then the sniper tower is gonna do its thing. Another thing you can do is you click on the turret, and then you get upgrades. This is also something new since I last presented this. So you got rapid fire, which makes this fire faster. You get even more range, which increases range of this thing, and then you get damage. Generally, in this endless game, damage is something you can upgrade indefinitely. Okay, this is something you can upgrade indefinitely. So you can upgrade however many times you want. But for like non-damage upgrades, you only get a certain amount of upgrades before they're maxed out. So damage is the only thing you can technically upgrade infinitely because it's an infinite shooter, infinite tower defense game. Let's start another wave right here, and then I'm gonna show you what happens if you click on this one. Let's just let this guy do this thing. Just chill for now. All right, let's okay, so now we have $200. You cannot exceed this limit. When you click on it, you see that it increases to 400, which is very sweet. Now you can actually get like a shooter or something like that, or laser tower, instead of just being stuck with this one tower right here. All right, I'm gonna do some totally not cheating stuff, and then increase my money. This is totally not cheating. Yeah. Don't just ignore this. I'm gonna give out a bunch of money so you can see. Yeah, so you can see what all the towers are about. So it's kind of frozen out because you're not supposed to actually like this. Okay, I'm gonna show you like rocket tower, for example. If I can look. 1 second. All right, there you go. Starting wave here. So basically, rocket tower, it booms everyone, and then my favorite TNT eater, it has like the range of almost entire map, and it does massive damage. You also have 8 shooter, which basically shoots in 8 directions. And as you can see, this TNT eater is extremely overpowered, and it's sort of mass destruction. Yeah, that's basically what happens in this game. Yeah. I'm gonna show you what happens if you lose now. So I'm gonna do another totally not cheating thing, and then I'm gonna ridiculously increase an enemy's health. Quick. Overall, I'll set you like, and then current health, same thing. Speed, I'm gonna ridiculously increase it too, so like 60, and then I'm gonna just like power through. Basically, when you lose, you get. Okay, so when you lose, you get a nice blue screen, which is totally, let's see. Yeah, so you get the screen, and then this is a death message, which is basically randomized messages that basically insults you. Some of them are really bad roasts, but like some of them are pretty good too. you can choose to replay or now go back to maybe. And then so then since you guys are like I mean so I heard from some players that you cannot save, which is a issue that I don't know why it's happening. Also, why is it stuck here? All right, I don't know why, but all right, that concludes the demo. Keep sharing new screen now. All right. I continue my Eagle project. This is very important, all right? It is very important for the future of the team and for me. So if you are doing something else, I would recommend coming back to this meeting. So if you're playing Minecraft, just pause for a second, I guess. Thanks. All right. Basically, if you don't know what an Eagle project is, it's basically something that 1 second, sorry. Okay, it's basically an Eagle project is something you do that benefits your community and is required to advance to Eagle Scout. I am currently a Life Scout in Boy Scouts, which is basically the last rank before you get to Eagle Scout. Where is it? Okay. For my Eagle project, I'm going to spend $550 moving and planting a young redwood tree that's in my troop path because it cannot live in their backyard forever. They actually adopted the tree, which it got from like a redwood national forest, I guess. Yeah. So to get those $550, I need all of you guys' help. To help me with my Eagle project, all you have to do is buy my game. Yeah, it's that simple. Whether it is through itch.io or Steam, any purchase you make will all go to this project. It's not going to go to anywhere else. If this game manages to make beyond 550 in revenue, I will donate all of it to my Boy Scout troop so we can finish installing our security system because I don't know why, but some people who is not in their right minds decided to steal our trailer, which is full of our stuff that we used to go to camping. But we did eventually recover it, but like we need prevention now. So yeah, if it somehow goes beyond that, the rest of the money will go to National Boy Scouts Council because they're always in need of money. So if you're curious, I have currently made around $140 solely from this game. So basically, like 147-ish people bought this. Also, this game will be only a fundraiser until August 1st, unless it does not reach a goal. I will extend it. So if you want to buy this game, you will need to buy from itch.io or Steam. If you buy it on Steam, it costs 99 cents, and you can easily get update with the press of a button. If you should know how Steam works if you use it before. If you buy on itch.io, you can actually choose to overpay, which is basically donating. But the minimum required is to is actually $1 because for a reason itch.io does not let me go 99 cents for a reason. You not get anything for overpaying, but you believe me, you will have my thanks. All right, I'm going to send some links into a chat. The first link I am going to send. The first link in the chat is my website. You can basically find everything in there. The second link is a Steam purchase link, and then the third one is the itch.io purchase link. In the website, you can also find my support Discord server, which if you join, you can ask me any questions you want. Or just talk to me if you want. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that's all links. All right. Section 3. My experience with this with doing all this. Right now, some of you asked some of you asked me to share my experience of the game development and then publishing all that stuff. You know, the host of this meeting said it too. So yeah, so I will be talking about this for a bit. So if you are not interested, you can you can do something else for a moment. All right, let's start. Basically, to what's it called? Sorry. When releasing this game, when you want to like, 1 second, sorry, someone else came in. All right. But if you want to like, you know, make a game and put to sale, the first and most important thing I want you to know is that you're always gonna have to listen to the customers or the players. Don't do what you want, do what they want. That's my number 1 tip, the golden rule. Not do what you want, do what they want. Second thing you want to do is you gotta have some hard skin, because every once in a while, someone's gonna throw some insults at you or criticism. Like it or not, you're gonna have to take it in. I actually received a criticism before, but like I just had to take it in and just go on. But yeah, I heard, I don't know who it is, but like some people attempted to make a game, but they got criticism, and then the kids felt embarrassed, and then it's kind of like just not doing that anymore. So number 2 rule, always have a hard skin, because people are always gonna throw insults at you. Okay, so how exactly do you wanna, you know, make a game, sell it? Basically, what I did, you first of all have to make the game. And when making the game, you want it to be as original as possible. So take like Minecraft, for example. They didn't copy it from anywhere else. They just came up with their own, and look how popular it is now. So yeah, first of all, originality, very, very important. Second thing I want to talk about is, oh shoot, sorry, I forgot to talk about. I totally forgot that. Okay, so basically, second thing, and I should probably, and this is also pretty important, you want the game to have good graphics, which is something that is missing from a lot of games that I see. So if you have good graphics, you will most likely catch the attention of a lot of people. So currently, if you saw a demo, which you should have, you would see that this game has pretty crappy graphics. But if you also pay attention to the other slides I talked about, where I talk about the revamp, I have an artist who will help me make all the graphics, and that is really critical. Yeah. Third thing you want to pay attention to is bugs, because bugs are something that many people will like complain over. Whether it's minor or major, there's always gonna be people complaining about it. So like, I would say always fix those bugs. All right, and I think that's pretty much everything I have to say. All right. Yeah. If I have any questions, I will answer. Whether it's about the Ego project or the game, anything.
Okay, so about the game, why did you make the game the title in Spanish? Just curious.
It's not in Spanish. It's misspelled.
Okay.
It's tower defense, but misspelled. Yeah, it might seem confusing to a bunch of people, but like it's just how my mind goes. I can't come up with a good name for this. I really can't come up with a good name for this. So that's the only thing I can think of. Just the misspelled version of tower defense. What kind of code? If you're talking about language, I said it is C#. I would recommend this actually, because I wouldn't say easy to learn, but like once you learn it, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good language to use. So C# Unity, definitely recommended. Yeah. Any other questions?
About the Eagle project, what was the $550 for?
Okay, so $550, it's kind of complicated, but it's for basically when you plant the tree, you're gonna need dirt, obviously. And then all those dirt is gonna cost money. Believe me, my dad does gardening, and then one bag of dirt costs $50. or something like that. So with a couple bags of them, you're obviously gonna like exceed 55. You're obviously gonna get a bunch of money there. Okay, how long did it take? I thought I mentioned this before. It was in the slides, right? Let me see. Yeah, this game took me 3 years. It took me 3 years to create, and then I have been working on it for 3.5 years. So three and a half years. So yeah, a lot of commitment. But if realistically speaking, I actually could say like I actually could say like a quarter of a year, because like as I said, 2.33 of a quarter of the years I worked on this, I have no idea what I'm doing. And only when I came here, I actually had a goal to release the same. So yeah, any other questions? Going once. How did you make the graphics? Could you clarify on that? I don't really get it. Was that microphone opening? Are you typing or no, Alex answer? You know, I'll just try to answer it. Whether you're typing or not, I'll just try to answer it. So, how did you make the graph? Well, graphics. I'm not sure what you meant by graphics, but I'm assuming is like it's like user interface or something like that. I'm assuming that. It's not that hard to do actually. It's you just get photo editing software or anything like that, and then you can just like make photos, pictures, something like that, and then yeah. Did I answer your question?
It's like, how did you make like the screen of the game? You have like the game screen.
That's built in. So I'm still not really sure what we're talking about, but I'm assuming you're asking me how did I like. Okay, so Unity engine, it's a game engine, so it has everything built in for you. All you have to do is the coding and the artwork and the music and stuff like that. So you don't really have to worry about rendering the game because it does it for you. Did I answer your question this time? Okay, cool. Thanks. I mean, not thanks, but like, I'm glad I answered your question. All right, any more questions?
Do you still have other improvements that you're looking forward to your game?
Wait, hold that. Sorry, hold that question for you. So, how do you get your game onto? Oh my god, getting onto Steam is such a torture. Oh god. Okay. All I'm telling you is a pain in the butt to get onto Steam. All right, absolutely a pain in the butt. But basically, to summarize it, to get your game on Steam, you obviously you go to partner. Okay, I'm gonna type it in. Okay, you go to this link. Whoops, I did direct message. Probably should not have done that. Okay, so you go to this link. And then you just pretty much sign up there. So to make an account, wait, if you're making a free game, I don't think they're gonna do this, but if you're gonna make a paid game, they're gonna ask you for very, very personal information, and that's normal. So they're gonna ask you for your like social security number and then all your bank account details. So and then yeah, that is perfectly normal because you're obviously you can consider this as a job you're doing. So you're gonna have to get your social security number. So for actual releasing, you just follow the procedures, but it is much more complicated than doing it on itch.io. On Steam, it is, I could say, 100 times harder. Not 100 times, but like I'll say like 25 to 50 times harder than doing it on itch.io because they have a lot of requirements that they want you to meet for your game. Yeah. So it took me, not like took me, but basically it took me like a couple months to get it on Steam because they're always being so annoying and then just going crybaby mode saying like, oh, you didn't add this, you didn't add that, we can't accept it. It's super annoying. But if you release it on Steam, it's actually pretty impressive. So yeah. Any other questions? Oh yeah, any questions?
Oh yeah, I was talking about like, do you still have other improvements that you're looking forward to, like in the future?
Improvements. I did go over the revamp. So not sure what you're trying to ask me right here.
I meant like maybe like, I don't know, like adding a better background, or I'm not really sure. Just
Oh yeah. So the revamp will include much better graphics. Like because I have the artist now, they can help me with this. So you're not going to see a black background anymore. All right, just I can promise you that you're not going to see any more black. The font is going to be revamped. There's going to be more animations. Hopefully I can get someone to make sounds for me. I don't know who. I currently don't have anyone who can do that. So yeah. Any other questions? Going once, going twice, going 3 times.
I mean, you can put your questions in the chat too, or speak out loud.
Yeah, if you have any questions, you can either speak it out, which I'll actually prefer speaking it out. But if you want to put a chat, that's fine too. All right, going once, going twice, going 3 times. All right, assuming that's no questions. All right, thanks everyone for joining me tonight. If you have additional questions, I will stick around for a few minutes and answer them. So if you don't have any other questions, you can feel free to leave.
All right, thank you, Andy, for showing us your project. Good luck on your Eagle project. And thank you guys for joining us tonight. Please come back next week for another project. And same time, same location. Thank you guys. Have a good night.